We see that the Creator, the upper guidance, is continuing the same line with us from one day to the next. The states are becoming more and more serious. Humanity is no longer thinking about returning so easily to the way it was. It's getting used to states where possibly there will be no return to the way it was. Bit by bit, people see before them a different life, new relationships, a new industry. Everything is new. What will be, it's not known as yet. But they realize already that time is working in such a way in order to separate us from all of these orders that we had between us in the past and to build between us new relations in the human society and also even in families, in between countries, and in general in the world. We already start to hear that following this virus, additional modifications of it would arrive, new viruses of the same kind. How are they different? Soon we will know. What is the difference between them? What is it that they want to change our lives? In which way? What to add to whatever we have now between us? However, when people are also beginning to hear now that just as we are obligated on behalf of nature to keep a distance from each other in terms of physical distance and also these partitions we have to put on our faces, we're beginning to hear now that the benefit from the distancing and from these partitions, it's not that we do not catch viruses from someone else, but rather we do not pass our viruses to others. It's interesting that the doctors, the researchers are beginning to speak in this direction, to speak about it. This is what they're finding out. That is, all in all, of course, it is beneficial, but it is beneficial in the opposite direction, that I do not pass my viruses to others. And whereas if they're talking about me and they tell me, if you want to be healthy, then you have to put on this mask. That is, we are now talking egoistically in order to actualize an altruistic action. Are you listening to how nature is arranging things for us? It's very interesting. It is the opposite of how we think. If I'll be told, you have to put on a mask because if you're sick, then you will not pass the germs to others, I won't really think about it much. Passing on germs to others, if I have it, if I don't have it, well, but here they're telling this to me in a different way. In order not to catch viruses from others, you have to put on a mask, meaning they are lying to me. But in truth, it is in order for me, mostly coming from me, so that germs will not, or viruses will not go out to others. This is really how inside, within this process, the viruses and the masks are working. And now humanity is going to discover this more and more. Then we will see how much the Creator is playing with us. This is called the God has created to do. We will perform actions that are seemingly egoistic in order to guard ourselves. But in truth, it's not it. It's not it. It's like with children. We tell them to do something, seemingly to their benefit, as if it's sweet and good. But indeed, what we want by this is to teach them, let's say, to relate nicely to others, etc. So these are really interesting things. It still exists, only in coming closer to us. Humanity is not digesting it already, but they're starting to talk about it. And it's very pleasant for me to hear that The upper providence is beginning to be revealed in such a way, the way that it is teaching us. That's what I wanted to say. The situation is intensifying. It is becoming more and more pressured. And accordingly, we need to be more and more flexible between us so that this pressure that we feel from the upper force, from above, so that it will be received in us towards inner connection between us, not physical connection, but inner connection between us. And then all of this pressure, we won't feel it as pressure, but rather as an opportunity for inner connection. And then we will feel that the Creator is not just pressuring us, rather He's explaining to us how to be more connected into the system of Adam Arishon, and how to receive eternal and whole life, complete life in that system. This is clear, right?